Well, this is 10-7, okay? We are dealing with areas of circles and areas of sectors. The area of circles part should not be anything new to you. Can anyone tell me the formula for the area of a circle?
Isn't it A equals 1/2 no. B1 plus B2 times.
That's a trapezoid. Area of a circle, pi r squared, okay? Circumference of a circle, pi d, okay? Or 2 pi r. So we're going to be working with mostly pi r squared today, mostly the area of a circle. One thing to note, in Canvas, there is the formula quiz, right? That's next week, the day before the test. That formula quiz has all the formulas named that you will need to know. If you started filling those in, you may want to continue. These are the last of the formulas today. But you need to make sure that you know every single one of those 12 formulas for next week. I think it's Tuesday is the formula quiz. Yeah.
If we pass the formula quiz, can we use it on the test?
Regardless, you get it on the test. Yeah. All right, so area equals pi r squared is what we're doing. So we're just gonna do one real quick, actually two real quick area problems just to make sure everyone's clear on how you should be setting these up. Let's say you have a circle. And in that circle, we have this line. Is this a radius or a diameter? That's a diameter, and it is 10 inches, okay? If this is my setup and I say find the area of that circle, what are you doing?
You're taking or radius is half of that, so it'd be 5.
Right, so if your diameter's 10, your radius needs to be cut in half from that 10. So your radius is 5, so it's pi times 5 squared. The way we would write that would be 25 pi square inches, okay? When you're finding area, just make sure it's a radius, okay? You might be given a diameter, you might be given a radius. You need a radius to be able to plug it in. All right, what about this one? Let's say this is 6 inches. And I want the area of that circle. What would it be?
A equals pi times 6 squared.
Right, pi times 6 squared, which we would simplify to 36 pi. Remember, if we're leaving it in terms of pi, pi is part of your answer, okay? Zaire, you with me?
Yes.
So 36 pi, area is square inches. So it's gonna look like that, okay? Okay, what you're gonna do with that, because that should not be new to you, but this probably is we're gonna figure out from that how to find the sector of a circle, namely how to find the area of the sector of a circle. But first I just wanna show you what a sector is. So when we talk about the sector of a circle, we're talking about a piece of the pie, okay? So if we consider this to be a pie, and I draw in a central angle, okay? This right here is called a sector of the circle. So think of it like a piece of pie. That is your sector. What we're gonna do is we're gonna find the area of that. Now think about what that is, okay? When we did the length of an arc, we found the length all the way around the circle. Put it away. The length all the way around, right? And then we took a fraction of that length, the m, or the measure of the arc over 360, created the fraction of the length of the circumference, okay? Today, we're talking area. So we know how to find the area of a circle. We're gonna take a fraction of that area. So the area formula for a sector is this. We're going to take the measure of the arc over 360 times, instead of doing pi d, we're doing pi r squared. Okay, so arc length uses pi d, circumference. Our area of a sector uses the pi r squared because we're finding area of a circle and taking a fraction of it. Okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do with that. Let's say we have a circle. We're going to call this sector ZOM. Okay, that's this sector right here. You would name it ZOM. So find the area of sector ZOM is what we're doing. And what we need to know are a couple of the details about it. So we're going to say this arc, ZM, is 72 degrees. And we have a radius of 20 centimeters. Okay, so if you look at that formula, what's my numerator going to be? 72, right? It's the measure of the arc. So how many degrees? 72 over 360 times pi times what? 20 squared. You want the radius squared, right? 20 is the radius right now. If 20 was the diameter, then you would cut it in half. Okay, so then we're going to leave these in terms of pi, which means you're going to plug everything but the pi in. So 72 divided by 360 times 20 squared comes out to 80. Okay, and then you'll attach the pi and its area, so square centimeters. Okay, Zaire.
Could you, if I wanted to on like a test or a quiz, could I multiply the 80 and the pi? This would be right?
Yes and no. Technically, it would be a correct answer, but it'd be a rounded answer. So if I say leave it in terms of pi and you do that, you'll lose like a half a point, depending on how many points the problem is. In terms of pi means pi is part of your answer. So you don't want to plug it in. This, in terms of pi, is the exact answer, whereas when you plug it in, then it's rounding, so it's not as exact. Okay? Okay, we're going to do another one of those, but in a different format of a problem. So I'm going to show you this other concept first, and then you'll see where it shows up again. That was sector of a circle. Now we're going to talk segment of a circle. Okay, and a segment of a circle, I'm going to write this out in picture form, an equation for you in picture form, and then I'll write in words also just so you have something to relate it to. But you're going to start with 3 circles with gaps in between them. So if you want to start drawing 3 identical circles, go for it. And I will be right with you. All right. A segment of a circle. Actually, I'm going to draw one separate for you. No, that's fine. We'll just draw that one. A segment of a circle is this, okay? If you had a sector and you drew a chord in, a line that connects the endpoints of the radius, the segment of a circle is this portion of it. Okay, so draw a sector and then make a triangle from the endpoints of that sector. Okay, this right here is called the segment of a circle. We're going to learn how to find the area of that very simply. Very simply. Here's what you do. A segment of a circle will always be equal to, okay, so this is segment equals the sector of the circle minus the triangle. Okay? Here's what it looks like. The sector for that same picture would be this, right? Do you know how to find the area of a sector? Yeah, it's what we just showed you. Okay? By we, I mean I. I don't know who the other person would be that showed you. so the area of a sector, okay, but then we have to take away that triangle portion of it to be left with the segment, okay? You know how to find the area of a triangle, and you know how to find the area of a sector. So all you have to do is take a sector minus the triangle, and you'll get your segment, okay? So we're gonna do one of those. Tell me to slow down if I'm moving too quickly for you. Okay, this is what we're gonna find. Okay, this is a segment, right? We're looking for the segment, or the area of the segment, we can say. Okay, so if we're gonna find the area of this segment, you will be given some information. They will tell you, for instance, this is 6 centimeters, and they will tell you that the arc is 120 degrees. And that's all the information you need. Okay, so look back up here. We need to do the area of the sector minus the area of the triangle. Okay. How do you find the area of the sector? Okay, the sector right now being, let me just highlight this for you. The sector is this, right? This whole piece is the sector. Okay, we're gonna do that sector and take away the triangle. So,
It's 120 divided by 360 times by 6 squared.
right. Okay, so for the sector, actually, I'm gonna move this so I don't run out of room here. Oops. Okay, so we're doing sector minus triangle, okay? The sector is gonna be 120 over 360 times pi times the radius squared. So this is this. Okay, that's what we did with the last problem. That was example 2. Are you good on that part? Okay, we're gonna subtract from that the area of the triangle. Now here's the deal. That triangle right now, you don't have a base and a height for. And we know the formula 1/2 base times height, okay? However, you could come up with a different triangle formula that you already know. What's the other triangle formula that you learned?
30, 60, 90?
You can do that. That one's a lot more work.
45,
But
45, 90?
no. How about the SAS setup? Right? If this is 6, then the other radius is 6. What's the angle in between? It's 120, right? Whatever your arc is, your angle is the same. So I can do that SAS setup with those 3 numbers very quickly. Do you remember the formula?
No.
1/2 BC sine A, right? That's the SAS triangle that you learned on Friday.
Oh,
1/2 BC sine A. That was 10/5.
sure.
Okay, so if that's the setup, then we're gonna do 1/2. What are B and C? 6 and 6. And then sine of what? 120, the angle. Okay, that is your answer, just not simplified yet. What I would do if I were you is not plug it straight into your calculator, because your calculator is going to get it wrong unless you do parentheses perfectly. If I were you, I would plug this in and then subtract it by whatever this came out to. Okay, so if you plug in 120 divided by 360 times pi times 6 squared, you get 37.699, okay? Don't round to the nearest tenth here. Your last answer is nearest tenth. So round to the nearest thousandth, 3 decimal places. Okay, then plug in 1/2 times 6 times 6 times sine 120. and you get 15.588, okay? And then I would subtract them. So 37.699 minus 15.588 comes out to the nearest tenth. Your area is 22.1 square centimeters. Okay?
Is that it?
That's it. Questions on that?
Like, that's the lesson.
That's the lesson.